Okay, for this video, I do want to mention that because we did not have class last week, there's still material that I need to go over. So what I need you to do is go to the week 8 module and download the files. I'll show you where they're located. Week 8, go to the weekly files and download the W8 Art 116 files, okay? After you've done that, hopefully they're on your desktop. If they're not, please bring them to your desktop. In this folder, what I have is a black and white image of a cat for a banner. I've got a text document. I've got an image of SpongeBob and another text document we're going to talk about. I'd like you to copy the images into your USB. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and copy this one, edit, copy, flip to my USB, Art 116, and my image folder, and I'm going to paste it in here. I actually already have that, so I'm not actually going to go through that process, and then do the same for SpongeBob. Okay? Once you've got both of those images in, you're good to go. You can close the dialog box. What I'd like you to do is open up this text, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple navigation bar, and what I have for you is the CSS code that we're going to use, and I basically have a nav tag and an unordered list. Okay, I need you to create a Dreamweaver document. Okay, so go ahead and create a Dreamweaver document, and you can call it something like Nav Bar. I called it 5 because I've done this a few times already, but you can call it whatever you'd like. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this text in here. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is copy nav to nav, make sure that you're getting the brackets, and go edit, copy, flip back to your Dreamweaver document, and I'm going to paste it in between the body tag. Again, all the content for your website that'll be seen will be within the body tag. And I'm going to go edit, paste. Okay. Now, navigation bars are built on unordered lists, and I can see that I've got my nav tag right there. So what I'm going to do is also integrate the styles. So I'm going to go ahead and copy those, flip back to here. Now you could create a separate style sheet and you could add this style to your style sheet. All right, so what I'm going to do is open up my CSS Designer. Again, you could add a separate style sheet, and what I'm actually going to do is actually embed it in the document, the head of the document, just because this is such a short little lesson. So instead, what I'm going to do is click Add Source, and I'm going to define in page. Okay. When you do that, Dreamweaver sets up a empty style tag for you, and all your styles will actually be in there. Okay, since I'm copying and pasting styles from that text document, I know that the styles need to be in between these two style tags. So I'm going to click right after the kind of the sideways caret, and I'm going to hit the return key, and I'm going to go edit, paste. Now I've created a super simple navigation bar. Okay, there's definitely things that you could do to style it more. If we take a look at this, the nav container here has been centered, or the text has been centered. I've targeted the unordered list and the list items. I've made the display inline. I've given them each some padding. I've aligned the text to the left, font size, and bold. If I wanted to change the background color of this nav bar tag, what I need to do is add a style here to the nav, and I can do that through my CSS Designer. Nav, background color, and I'll make it a burgundy. Okay. Now we're going to create a much more complex navigation system next week, but let's go ahead and preview this one. Okay, definitely the text has to change, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. Maybe I will go to the container, the layout. I'll give it a width to begin with. I'll make it pretty short just because it'll show up better in this presentation. I do want to mention that it's going to look slightly different in design view as it would the browser. I'm going to preview it again. So don't always trust preview when you're designing something like a navigation bar. Make sure that you're checking in the browser. I am going to change the color, and I need to target the actual anchor tags or the active links. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to add the selector for that. I'm going to go to my text properties, color, maybe I'll change them to white. Okay. If I want to get rid of that underline, that is the text decoration, and I can say none. Again, we're going to do a much more complex navigation bar, and we're going to integrate it into a layout